Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is really kind of a two-parter from the one that you saw just a little bit ago. That was my Nordstrom haul, and I really went to the town center. There were a couple of reasons. The first reason I went was I'm looking at getting an Apple Watch, and I wanted to determine if I know that I'm getting the Apple Series number 2 because I love to swim and I want to be able to do that. I think only the Series 2 is water resistant. So I went to go take a look at that, and I have to tell you, I decided to go with the 42. I don't know what store. I would love to know if you have an Apple Watch, you know, what did you go with? Did you go with the 38? Did you go with the 42? Do you have, you know, like a larger wrist? Do you have small wrist? That kind of thing. If you have the 38, do you find that it's kind of difficult to read? I did. That was the main thing that kind of moved me to the 42, is when I went to go look at it, I did find myself squinting a little bit more than I did with the 42. So I thought, well, I think I better go bigger. My eyes have always not been great. I've been wearing glasses since I was 3. So probably best thing for me to make sure it's as large as I possibly can be. So that was the first thing that I went for. And then the next thing was Clinique was in gift. And then I stopped by one of my favorite places because they had something, and I can't believe they actually had this. It really kind of cracked me up. I saw it last week, as a matter of fact, and I asked them to put it on hold for me. And I went down to pick it up this evening, and I want to share that with you tonight. So here it is, another unboxing with Louis Vuitton. Yes, I know. I am supposed to be saving up money to go to England. After this, I promise I'm going to try my very best to be a good gal and save up that money. Now, I'm not making promises, but promises to be good. I'm going to try my best to be good. So here we go. The bag is actually a lot larger. It's kind of going to be deceiving when I show you the bag. So here it is. Let me lean my chair back a little bit so you can see. These, I'm really sold on the new colors. I really do like them. I love the brown. There's nothing wrong with that lovely chocolatey color, but I'm a bright kind of gal. As you can tell, I love colors. I don't want to roll in the brown and the black world. So I'm kind of digging it. So here we go. I'm bringing it out right now. Let me get the receipt. I have found, by the way, a new essay. Not that I've given up on my old essay, and actually I think they're called CAs now. I think it's a client advisor. I hope that I've said that right. If you happen to work for Louis Vuitton, or if you know, correct me if that's wrong. So it's changed. It's not what it used to be. It's a CA. And the one that is my regular, she's actually a CEA. And I think the one that I spoke with, not as a CA, but I've worked with her about 3 or 4 times now. I'm really digging her, and I'm very excited to have a couple of individuals that I work with. Now, I will tell you, rumor has it that there is a CA that works at Louis Vuitton that may watch some of my videos on occasion. And if you're watching, I am really wanting to meet you. So that can't come soon enough. I keep trying to sneak in the evening and you're not there. I think you're trying to hide from me. But I'm going to be a stalker. I'm going to definitely come in and see you and say hello. So here we go. The cards are a little bit different than they used to be. Used to be that everything kind of stuffed down in. And, you know, it's kind of slides out now. And the cards kind of, they look kind of, anyway, the cards don't fit quite right, but I love the coloring. I think it's great. So here it is, the receipt, all the good stuff that we need if we ever want to do a resale or if something happens. But this is the box. It's just so beautiful. I love it. I love the new packaging. I love the ties, and I think, let me go ahead and kind of pull this apart just a little bit. I think I'm going to have to untie it to do that. Yep. So here we have the box, which has a little magnetic closure. I'm really excited about that. I do dig it. Now, I will say I'm still a little concerned, right? Because we've seen those shots that say, oh gosh, the boxes are not good. But you know, even I'm looking at this and it looks okay to me. I don't really see that there's a problem at all. The box looks good. I call the box good. So I'm opening it up, and you can tell that what's in it still is not quite as big as I asked for one of the gold boxes that they had, and this is one that they had left, and I did ask for one of the closures, so I think that this is probably the smallest one. So here we go, closing that down, and this is what I picked up. Now, I will also say that as the bags get larger, they do feel better. So this one feels better to me than the one for the luggage tag. That's a really good thing. So without further ado, let's open this up. And what I have is, ta-da! It's the Toiletry 26. And this is the first thing that I've purchased with the World Tour. And I don't want to have a whole lot of things in the World Tour, but I really, really like it. I love that it's got Miami on it. I kind of feel like, you know, like representing Florida a little bit. That's really cool and groovy. Love Mr. Carr right here. I think the whole thing is really, it's really, really well done. And I was kind of waiting. So here's what happened. There was someone who really wanted one of these, and I think that they were out, and then all of a sudden, you know how sometimes Louis will bring in, you know, like some more of it, but not a lot. So as soon as it came in, this wonderful CA ordered two to make sure that they would get one, and that's really what happened. That's how they ended up with two in the store. So one lady got one, and then I got one, and I'm really excited about it. Just really cool. Now, I know that you've seen all the videos about, you know, how these can actually be a clutch, you know, rather than a toiletry bag. And I'm really torn on what I'm going to do. I don't know if this is going to be part of my toiletry set. I think I would like to carry this in my Sommer 43, but this would look really sweet to be walking around with it, just kind of, you know, carrying it and going from store to store and enjoying life. So let's take a little bit closer look here. This says, you know, of course, Louis Vuitton, Paris, made in France. My camera is not focusing in very well. I hope that you're able to see that. So it's made in France, and then of course it is it's all one piece. So you see that the L and the V are straight up, and then it just kind of goes all the way around and straight up here. But of course, if you put it right side, you're going to see that it's upside down. So all one piece, and looks like they just slap a piece here and slap a piece there. Really well done. Now, I want to start showing you things a little closer, because if you're looking for a Toiletry 26 and you don't necessarily care that it's the World Tour, you know that you want to get it pre-loved, I want you to pay close attention, because you know, we talked about this a little bit earlier. I'm going to start focusing on showing you what the real thing looks like. So when you see a counterfeit, you will know. Now keep in mind, you're not always going to know, because sometimes the counterfeits are really good, but I'm going to try my very, very best. So we know that it's all one piece. We know that this is a piece that's kind of sewn in. See the alignment? Ooh, the alignment is really, really good. Everything's in the middle as it should be. Comes up not quite to the top. There's like a little breathery section, and it just kind of goes in, and you can kind of put your finger in there. Same for the other side. Right in the middle, you can see where the piece is kind of sewed in. Comes all the way up, sewn on the sides, and then of course you've got your piece right here. This is exactly what the little tag looks like. Not overly shiny, and that's good. Right? Here's what the zipper looks like. Very well done as everything kind of comes in. The sewing along the top, very uniform. The zipper zips really good. On the inside, no pockets or anything. It's just straight in, and it is that material, that inside, so you can clean it really easy. So if anything spills, and that's a really good thing. I'm trying to get you a really good shot in there so you can see what it looks like. This is actually from some of the non-authentics I have seen. This actually, you can tell. The color is just right. I think spend some time in a store, or if you have something like this, like if you have like one of the smaller cosmetic cases, it's the same kind of interior, but you can tell. A lot of times I find that this is not done quite right, that they use a different material on the inside. That's a dead giveaway. So just kind of spend some time taking a look at pictures of that. And oh, let me try to see if I can get that. There we go. That's what it will look like on the inside. The tag itself, let's take a look at the actual stitching there. The thing to note is that the stitching is always really close together, and it's usually very even. Now you can tell that on this side they came in with some double stitching. I'm going to try to get that as close as I can. See on the right hand side right here, whoops, right here, that's single stitching, and then over here it's kind of where they end it with the double stitching. So there you go. Take a look at the Louis. See how everything, the L, it doesn't come out so much like this. It's just like a choop with like a little tiny piece that's brought in. You always want to look for that. The T's, there's no space in the T's, like the line that goes across the top of the T is always together. Little things that you want to look for. If the Made in France touches the edges, like right into the thread, you know you've got a fake. You can see that everything's very uniform. There's space all around the letter for the threading to go. So I hope that some of that's a little helpful. You can see some of the threading around the very edges there. It's important so you can make sure that you're not spending money that you think is an authentic when really it's not. And I don't know, you know, if people want to buy a replica, really, I'm not knocking that at all, but what I am knocking are people who say, hey, I'm selling an authentic Vuitton item, and you're buying it in good faith and you're not getting what you think that you're getting. And I think that that's really terrible, and I hope that I don't want that to happen to you, so I'm trying to help you along the way, and I'll try to start doing that when I'm debuting something. I'll try to go, look, here's what the real thing looks like. Know it, so that when you see something that's different, you'll know that it's not what they're saying that it's going to be. Hope you enjoyed this unboxing. I know that I enjoyed sharing it with you. I'm going to let you know whether it ends up being a clutch or whether I end up putting it in my, as an actual toiletry bag. Really put in the Toiletry 26. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, take a moment to subscribe. If you are interested in the giveaway, I'll link it down below the video. You must be a subscriber. You must, your name must be where I can see it as a subscriber. I'll be running a report this time, and I have to be able to run and see your actual name for you to qualify. And you need to be watching the videos all the way through, because there's going to be information that you are absolutely going to need as part of this giveaway throughout the videos that I will be sharing. So with that, take care, have a wonderful evening, weekend, all of that good stuff rolled into one. I will talk to you very soon.